Happy Monday, Frank Rock House of Orange Sports Channel coming at you, and happy July the 1st, 2024. You've made it through another month. This year keeps flying by as we are to the halfway point of 2024. But a week ago, 1 week ago, obviously later tonight, your Tennessee Volunteers won their first national championship in program history in baseball, defeating Texas A&M 6-5 as Aaron Combs closed it out with a strikeout. Well, Texas A&M, funny enough, went against Tennessee again, struck out again. Can't blame them though on this one. Of course, Schlossnagel left the next day to go to Texas, left that program in a pretty peculiar, pretty interesting situation that it left it in. So Texas A&M we know Texas. We know the state of Texas. They have big egos. They have big pockets. So, but you cannot blame them. They went for it all. They went after Tony Vitello. It was said by Kendall Rogers, D1 Baseball, that Texas A&M made a furious run at Tony Vitello. But Tony Vitello said, no, this should ease any fears out there for the people who are freaking out. He's not signing an extension. He's not gotten a raise yet. And I get it. Okay. Some on here have said, where's it at? My BVS is kicking in. All right. I get it. He did not. I don't even know if he was contacted on the Texas job. I'd seen something that he was possibly contacted about interest back in April. He was obviously, A&M made a run at him as well. Tony Vitello has said, we'll say he at least said no to A&M. And I'm guessing if there was, this is a guess because I don't know this for sure, if there was dialogue between Tennessee and Tony Vitello, it was, between Texas and Tony Vitello, it was short and it was sweet. He wasn't interested. The guy's loyal. He wants to be here. And I saw where Kendall Rogers did say yesterday as well. One of his quotes was, I expect Tony Vitello to finish his college baseball coaching career at Tennessee. I still say it's just a matter of when, not if, Tony Vitello signs that extension. It's going to happen. He's going to be here for a while. He's already been up, I've seen this week, visiting different leagues. He's been up the Cape Cod League this week. So there's Gavin Keelan from Louisville, who is playing up at Cape Cod. And then a name that I run across both of these, a couple of these things are Ben McKee 24/7 Sports putting on. Of course, I found myself that Keelan is playing up in the Cape Cod, and I've seen from McKee and Eric Kane about Vitello up there with Keelan up there. Dalton Bargo's supposed to be there. Andrew Banky's supposed to be there, and so is Cannon Peebles as well. All three of those guys, even though when I was looking at the rosters earlier, I did not see them listed as of yet. So I don't know if those rosters are updated or what. But another name that's come up is from Kennesaw State, Tanner Franklin. He's actually from Jefferson City. Throws about 98, 99 from what I've seen. Good strikeout rate. Not that good of a walk rate. So this is a guy, and from what I've seen, I think Eric Kane said it, 2 years of eligibility left. And it's a guy I think there's probably a possibility. You got to think Tony and staff that are up there at the Cape Cod, they're scouting. I was looking through these rosters. These rosters are loaded. And I don't know how many pitchers Wake Forest has in their program, but every team in the Cape Cod, it seemed like, had numerous Wake Forest pitchers on their staff. It was kind of crazy. But they are out scouting. From what I've seen, what I've counted and found so far, there's 22 of Tennessee's players slated to come back next year who are on summer ball rosters. It'd take me a bit to name them off. I don't know if I can put a document or something together. I may start having to work towards a print site as well. Not necessarily a print, maybe a blog site as well to get some of this out here. But, most of Tennessee's main guys are playing summer ball right now. There was Eric Kane had listed all of them on volquest.com last week, and there were some names I was surprised they're not playing, but it could just be to rest, injury, or some of them may just be staying back to work with Josh Elander this summer as well. But Tony Vitello, back on point. Tony Vitello says no. Michael Early, who was the hitting coach at Texas A&M, who was going to Texas is now going to be Texas A&M's head coach. It's probably pretty good for them. I think this, a lot of Texas A&M guys hit the portal. You got to think a lot of them will probably come back at this point. And because that A&M team, when we were looking at it last week, it looked to me like a team this coming year that would be a force to be reckoned with. And if all those guys return, they still will be. But I'd seen where Tennessee did have dialogue with Jace Laviolette. I think Tennessee has interest in Gavin Grahovic. And, with Dean Curley, Nate Snead playing on Team USA, they're playing with some of these guys. And, but 2 weeks, 2 victories over Texas A&M. And then, of course, today, Texas, Oklahoma officially joined the SEC. And one thing I can tell both of them, Texas is coming in with a big ego. They had a big day on the SEC network. You've done nothing in this conference. You're in the majors now, Texas. Same for you, Oklahoma. We'll find out quick in football with Tennessee, Oklahoma, first SEC game in September. Both these teams will find out real quick where they're at in the grand scheme of things. Because I've not seen neither one of them do much other than Oklahoma and softball here the last few years. Decent here. I mean, yeah, Texas was in the playoff, but they didn't win anything last year. Tennessee baseball. Keep going on tangents. Keep going around. Tennessee baseball, though, will continue. Put out a video last week at the end of the week, talked about the start of a dynasty. As soon as Tony Vitello signs that contract and extension, your dynasty is still moving right along. All right. They are on track with it. They have a lot of guys to replace? Yes. I'll put something out. Probably tomorrow, maybe later today, but I'll probably look at tomorrow on that. I'll probably say this evening. I've kind of slotted my time off, and I'm about out of my YouTube time for the day, if that makes any sense. But I wanted to put this out. Tony Vitello says no. Tennessee baseball moves forward. And I expect, never doubt Tony Vitello and staff. Even though they lose a lot of guys this coming year, I would expect these guys coming back to take jumps. Kind of like Dylan Dreiling, Kavaris Tears. I mean, we saw a different Blake Burke this year. Had a good freshman year, had a good sophomore year. Had some flaws sophomore year that we didn't see freshman year. But, man, look what he did in his junior year. Just the progress he made in so many aspects of his game. Program's on the rise. I mean, it's still going. It's still going. It's the best program in college baseball at this point in time. I'm not talking about history. I'm not talking about facilities, none of that. They're getting there with facilities. They're behind. They're getting there. As far as the actual on-field product, best program in the country right now. It was solidified last Monday night. Some of these other fan bases can keep saying all they want that they're the best, or Vitello will come here when our coach retires or something. Tony Vitello is not going anywhere. He's in Knoxville. Danny White will do what it takes to keep him there. I don't really have a lot on kind of my agenda stuff that I have for the week, and I'll probably make a little video on this. I think it's pretty interesting. I want to find out a little bit more, but Jason Tatum, Boston Celtics, has an elite camp each year. 12 college guys were invited. Cam Carr was one of them. I want to look in a little bit at that, probably make a little video. Might do something Vols and summer ball. Vols in the majors. I think pretty interesting. Tennessee has 5 guys currently on major league rosters, or some. It's been going up and down. Quite a few in the minors. Definitely want to talk about the upcoming draft, which is coming up here within the next couple of weeks, and where this is going to be a big effect on. This is going to really determine the trajectory next year of Tennessee baseball as to how many they lose, not only from the current team, but from their current signing class, which is ranked according to perfectgame.com, number 1 in the country. And then, of course, portal names. Well, they haven't added anybody through the portal yet, but Gavin Keelan, Louisville is a name. I ran across the one Tanner Franklin. There's a guy I ran across, I saw it on VolQuest, from Long Beach State. It's a left-handed pitcher. So I'll keep kind of seeing, what guys out there. I expect Tennessee will add some definitely some good players through the portal for sure. But I'm going to wrap up on that one. As always, go Vols. Frank Rockhouse Orange Sports Channel. Make sure you like, The way to get this content out there is to share it out, getting out for you, the listener. And, I just hope you guys have a great day. Make sure you subscribe if you have not already. And last but not least, I will see you when I see you. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.